Pokemon card prices are falling, but there are also some which are rising. Which ones have been taking the dive and which ones have been reaching new heights? Well, we're about to find out. So the Pokemon market has actually been doing pretty well. Sealed product has actually been going up pretty much across the board. However, single card prices have not had the best luck. So today we're going to be taking a look at some of the biggest hits across the Sword and Shield era. Now the Sword and Shield era is now out. We're taking a look at all the big top heavy hitters, things like the Umbreon VMAX, Lugia OR, things like that. We're going to be taking a look at the big top hitters, and we're going to be seeing what's really been going on across the board, because, some have been going up, some have been going down. What's really happening? Well, we're going to be taking a look at TCG Player to find out what's been going on. So let's jump into it. We're starting things off with the OR Gengar. We're going big with the OR Gengar from Fusion Strike. Now, Fusion Strike booster boxes have been going up in price. We're starting off with Fusion Strike. Now, Fusion Strike booster boxes have been going up in price. We're looking at $128 right now on TCG Player for a booster box of Fusion Strike, and it has just been climbing, constantly over the past 3 months. With that happening and the potential of no more reprints for this set, we can only expect Fusion Strike to climb even more over time. Now, $130, that's not too bad. I have to admit, going from around 100 to 130 in 3 months is pretty good, right? We can't complain about that. Now let's take a look at the OR Gengar. Now this is the most expensive card in the set, sitting at around about $169. Now it's actually one of the few cards in today's video which has actually been quite steady, okay? So it's always sat around that 160 to 170, and it has been pretty stable for the past month. If we go back 6 months, this card has been climbing. However, in the past 3 months, it has pretty much stayed level. In all honesty, it's kind of just plateaued a bit there. I thought it would have climbed maybe to $200, at the end of last year, but it didn't. It kind of just stopped at around that 160, 170 mark. Very strong card. Fusion Strike's getting more expensive, but, we could see the OR Gengar reaching, higher heights in the future. Right now, it's not really moving a huge amount. Now we have Astral Radiance. Now look at the booster box prices of Astral Radiance, guys. It has climbed. Now Astral Radiance is probably one of the weakest trainer gallery sets. Still a really good set, to be honest, but we were looking at around $115. Has jumped. It was sat around 100 for the longest time, literally. I mean, look at that. 6 months it just sat, and then literally in the last 3-4 weeks, bang, so it's jumped up a little bit. 20%. That's pretty good going overall. This is a good set, good product. Now Machamp is the biggest card from the set, and we're looking at this. So it has dropped. Okay, again, like most things. We go back 6 months, it did climb up to that 126 and sitting around about 112 right now. In the past month, it has kind of stayed the same. If we go back 3 months, it kind of reached that peak at beginning of December, and it has dropped ever since. This is still quite an expensive card, not crazy expensive as some of the other cards in other sets, but like other things we'll see in this list, hasn't really done that well. It's not like it's constantly climbing on like the sealed product, so it's quite interesting that the single card prices are not following the trend of the sealed product. Silver Tempest now. Now Silver Tempest, $130. Most recent set. Now there are reprints of this coming, especially here in the UK, so expect prices of Silver Tempest to drop. Over here in the UK, I think it kind of has dropped a little bit already. They usually sell for about $115, $110. And you're looking around about $130. It's slowly climbing over the past 3 months. We're going to start seeing a lot of Sword and Shield era sets. Now the Lugia, however, bigger card in Silver Tempest, has done the complete opposite. It has just been dropping ever since its release. Sitting at $182 right now, and it's not looking good, unfortunately, for this Lugia. Not even a month ago, $210, $215. Now we're looking at $180. I can see this dropping even more. Interesting though, that's what I'm saying. Booster boxes are going up, sealed products are going up, big single card prices are dropping. These big top heavy hitters, we're expecting to carry the set essentially, are now dropping in value. Is now a good time to pick these cards up? I think whenever they're dropping, of course it is, especially if sealed product is getting more and more expensive. So it's interesting to see where this Lugia will go, for the rest of the year. Now Lost Origin, another set which has been climbing quite well over the past 3 months, from $100 up to around about $133, $134. Very similar to Silver Tempest price levels, getting pretty strong. It is doing very well. I think Lost Origin is one of the strongest sets in the Sword and Shield era. It is doing very well right now. Tough pull rates, that is one downside of Lost Origin, but it has a strong trainer gallery, and the Giratina Alt Art is the big card of the set. Now let's take a look at it. It did go up upon release. When Lost Origin was released, we started to see it climb, and it went all the way up past its initial hype pre-release hype price, and it surpassed it, and it's sat around 287. Now it has dipped. You know, we go back to the last month, it has dropped to around about $20. You know, now it's following the trend of everything else from all the other sets. You know, does it mean it's really bad? You know, it's just the way it goes. You know, single card prices, like I say, top end cards, they're finding their prices. They're finding their like little safe spaces right now, and you know, they're settling, and I think it's fine. You know, I could see this card's still going strong, still holding its price value around above 250. You know, big card in Lost Origin. Booster boxes are going up though. Okay, let's take a look at Brilliant Stars now. So Brilliant Stars, we're looking at 183 a box. Very weird because it is available on the Pokemon Center website. Over here in the UK, we've had the same. It's selling for on eBay what? 170, 180? I mean, it's literally in stock on the Pokemon Center website. It's quite funny. There is a restock here in the UK for Brilliant Stars coming at the end of February. We expect booster box prices to drop. I don't know about the US, but we are definitely getting some here in the UK. Don't know how big it's going to be. However, I do expect booster box prices to drop. You know, if they're already available on the Pokemon Center website for, what are they, 144 right now, you could be looking at, what, 120 maybe for a booster box of Brilliant Stars over here. Don't know why it's so expensive. Now, the Alt Art Charizard is the biggest card in the set, and I'm not being funny. It's dropping very similar to that Lugia. Had a little bit of a spike, you know, a little bit just recently, but let's take a look at this. So, over the past month, it did actually drop from 180 to around 170, so dropping at maybe like $8, and it's kind of back up to that 180. But overall, over the past 6 months, it has kind of reached its kind of peak at 210 back in what, October last year, and it has dropped from 210. It did drop, well, now it's 180, so you're looking around about a $30 drop. Not too bad. You know, again, very similar to all the others, dropping around about that, I would say roughly around $20, $30, similar to the Giratina. Charizard's the same. Lugia's dropped a bit more, but you know, we've got the others that are kind of sitting around the same. Gengar's holding strong. But, you know, it's interesting to see that a lot of these big heavy hitting cards are dropping anywhere between, you know, 10 to 20%. You know, not a huge drop, but you know, still pretty decent. Okay, Chin and Rain now. Chin and Rain has, you know, been climbing well, 130 a box, and again, been climbing literally every single month over the past 3 months, from $100 to 130. So this set, Lost Origin, Silver Tempest, Fusion Strike, Chin and Rain, all sitting around 130. You know, all around 130 a box right now. Could go higher. I do expect probably more Lost Origin to get released. Same with Silver Tempest, but Chin and Rain is old. You know, it did come out kind of early 2021, so I don't see this set really getting reprinted. It's getting a little bit harder to get hold of, a little bit more expensive. I love this set. I think it's really good. Ton of alt arts in it. Overall, sealed box price is doing really well. Now, the biggest card in the set is the Blaziken, and it's kind of stayed steady. You know, very similar to the Gengar. It's kind of plateaued. You know, it's kind of plateaued, I would say, over the past month or so. You know, literally just staying steady, you know, for itself. Over the past 6 months, though, it did climb, but it kind of has sat real steady ever since, like, November. So, overall, you know, it's a really strong card. Booster boxes are getting a little bit more expensive. Pull rates are tough, and the Flaming Chicken is holding strong. Now on to Battle Stars. Now Battle Stars has been climbing, broke the $100 mark for a booster box. Remember guys, back in the day, I kept telling everybody you need to pick up Battle Stars when they were like 80, 90 a box. Look at this, literally past month, bang, from 92 to 107. Doesn't sound like a lot. It's not bad, you know, it's got some not bad. It is still the cheapest booster box to buy in the Sword and Shield era right now, but you know, single card prices are climbing. We've got the Alt Art Sleepy Boy Tyranitar. Love this card. Now it has reached over $100 and it's kind of on the dip a little bit, but overall it has been climbing over the past 3 months from around $80, you know, to around 110, 100. So it has climbed, you know, it's nice to see that. Brilliant card, tough pull rates in Battle Stars, but overall pretty good going. Now we got Crown Zenith with the Giratina. Now Crown Zenith has only been out literally just over a week, and the Giratina V-Star, I did a video on this, so we're going to go a little bit about this. Has gone up, you know, we're looking at around, you know, what did come out around $85, and we're looking at around $175. That is absolutely crazy. More than doubled its value already a week or so after release. That is crazy. Last time we saw something like this was like the Aerodactyl from Lost Origin. The Machamp did kind of the same thing from Astral Radiance, and the Giratina Gold V-Star is doing the same for Crown Zenith. Now, is it going to be as big as the Alt Art? No, but it is a very strong card and very impressive for it to double, more than double its value after release, which is very, very surprising. So this is the chase card. Crown Zenith is a strong set, and I think, you know, with stronger cards like this and the other gold cards in the set, it will carry the set for the long haul. And then finally, we have everyone's favorite set, Evolving Skies, and it's been interesting. So the booster boxes have been climbing. They did actually peak well over $300, reaching a high of $320, and then they kind of dropped. They dropped from $320 to $280, so they actually dropped $40. That's pretty crazy. They did bounce a little bit back up by another $15 or so, but it has, sitting around that $300 mark for the longest time. Reprints, I would probably say no, to be honest, at this point. You might get normal booster packs, but boxes, probably not. Now, this is the surprising one, the Umbreon Alt Art. Now, booster boxes are reaching new incredible heights, but let's look at this Umbreon. Let's take a look, okay? We'll go back 6 months. This card was $326. I mean, you'd be laughing more at that. So $326, and it did peak around close to $580, and now we're looking at $480. And in the past month, it's pretty much stayed quite stable. But in 3 months, look at that drop, over $100 overall. Around $100 drop. That is quite shocking, to be honest. I didn't expect that, in all honesty. I genuinely thought at the rate it was going, it looked like it could have been a $700 card at the end of 2022. For it to dip under 500 right now is actually quite surprising. Here in the UK, this sells for anywhere between 400 to 450 raw price. But overall, this is a very, very expensive card. And it's kind of crazy because this is, even though it's dropped by $100, it is still the most expensive modern Pokemon card in a very long time. I mean, we're talking years. We're talking, probably even generations. So it's very, very impressive. But I do feel like this card will bounce back once there'll be kind of confirms of literally no more reprints. But we'll have to wait and see. There you have it, guys. Those are the movers that's been really going on in the market right now, over on TCG Player. Booster boxes, sealed product, they're on the rise pretty much across the board. Literally, pretty much everything is going up. Single cards, though, big hitter cards, Lugia dropping like flies. We have the Giratina kind of dropping a little bit, around 10-20%. Charizard dropping around 20%. Umbreon is dropping, about 20%. But $100 is a lot of money to drop for that Umbreon. But the Giratina from Crown Zenith, more than doubled its value. Just crazy stuff across the board. Gengar holding strong, but yeah, sealed product on the rise. Single cards have taken a bit of a dip, but they'll bounce back, I'm sure. But it's interesting to see what's been going on, and we'll keep a close eye on it as the year goes on and as we go into Scarlet and Violet. If you made this far into the video, guys, and you've enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe for more Pokemon content, and let me know down in the comments, guys, which is your favorite set from the Sword and Shield era and favorite card. I have to admit, for me, I would say Evolving Skies has the best value, as in best highest hitters. But to be honest, for me to open, I love Brilliant Stars. I think Brilliant Stars is such a great set to open. Really good fun, and I'm having a blast with Crown Zenith right now. So, I think them two are kind of, duking out at the moment. But there you have it, guys. If you want to know what great sealed product to pick up for yourself, make sure to click on this video right here, and make sure to subscribe for more Pokemon content. That's it from me, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, you guys are the legends, and I'll see you all in the next one.